During our visit to Gamescom 2019, we managed to get a glimpse of Cyanide Studios and Black Shamrock's tactical role-playing game, Paranoia Happiness is Mandatory. The game was running on PC and boasting RTX on features. This is quite a weird game with a dystopian premise fused with a ton of dark humour. It releases on PC this October the 3rd, with a console release planned for next year. So what is the game about? The story goes something like this. Paranoia takes place in humanity's last refuge called Alpha Complex. This facility is controlled by the rather enigmatic friend computer, whose rule is absolute. Any deviation or questioning of the status quo is considered treason and met with direct action, which is where your team of characters come into play. Alpha Complex allows all of its inhabitants a pain-free existence, and as the title suggests, happiness is mandatory. However, as you would expect, all is not what it appears to be, and things go wrong. Traitors are abound and elements need investigating because someone, somewhere is plotting to take down the establishment. Our time was limited to just a 30-minute presentation with this game, and for a game with such scope requires much more to get a decent grasp of what it aims to achieve. You control your clone character and choose teammates to conduct various investigations on the behest of friend computer. Sometimes it's robots who have gone rogue, other times other clones. Interestingly, you have plentiful options to tinker with, including equipment and various weapons. However, underlying the entire gameplay quirk, which is based on tabletop mechanics, any of your teammates can turn against you. This is dependent on your relationship with them, but also the actions you take during missions. Obviously, if your decisions don't toe the line, your companions can view your character as treasonous and put you in a negative standing with friend computer. However, your teammates can potentially work against you as well. It's not all plain sailing, and disagreements in direction can occur. However, death isn't final for your character if things go awry. You are a clone and can dive in again with fresher legs and an adjustment of your specialised skills. Paranoia's core mechanics look divided into three main areas: dialogue, interactions and combat. The latter is rather self-explanatory, but the dialogue is an interesting element which, as mentioned, comes into play with regards to your relationship with the other characters. Certain missions will focus on this aspect rather than all-out guns a-blazing. Hacking and crafting are also options as well with regards to interaction with the environment. So there's lots to do here and different ways to play the game. Combat is in real time, but an option to pause and plan movements is available as well. It seems chaotic, and what we were told, cover is realistic rather than stat based. Expect intense battles against man or machine in hazardous environments. In terms of progression, the game offers a colour-coded system with your character starting out with red clearance. The deeper you dive into the rabbit hole, more areas open up as you gain new clearance levels. This is the reward for performing well for friend computer. Paranoia Happiness is Mandatory is looking like an interesting game when it launches in the coming weeks. We really needed more time and some hands-on to get a proper impression of what it entails though, especially in terms of the player choices and how that affects other teammates. There is quite a bit of dialogue to read through to get a better understanding of what's happening, and so a 30-minute look at the game didn't really allow to fully explore the options. That said, from what was demonstrated, it looked polished and filled with neat ideas, so we're looking forward to the final release. A caveat for some gamers though, it's an Epic Game Store exclusive for now. Take that as you will. In the meantime, check out some gameplay. Okay, I'm Rob Cram. Thanks for watching.